First generation Honda CR-V. We're gonna do the Nanobi M1 4K GPS with Wi-Fi 5.8. I got everything in the box for you. Excuse me. Here is the unit itself. It's got the camera in the back as well, up and down. Here is the rear camera. It does come with a panel remover, just in case you need it. Got the SD card cover, if I recall. This is the simplest way to install these. Cigarette lighter, plug and play. However, you're gonna see a wire dangling. But today, we're gonna be doing the hard wire. So all it has is an accessory signal that turns on and off with the vehicle and the ground. And that's it. That way you can hide all the wires. Does come with the manual as well. Does come with the screen protector, which we're not gonna use. But besides that, we're gonna go ahead and take it apart and show you how to install it. Before you start running anything with the vehicle, go ahead and double check everything just to make sure everything works. I already got the rear camera mounted and plugged in, the power for the hard wire. But like I said, you can use the cigarette lighter plug just to make it turn on. I do have a little 12-volt Milwaukee setup here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and plug everything in, black to black, red to red, just to make it turn on and make sure everything works. First thing I do is kind of prep the wiring harness right here. I use a Tesa tape just to kind of cover it. That way it doesn't look messy or just kind of dangling. It looks a little bit more presentable. So we're going to go ahead in the car and test fit it. This is just kind of a rough idea on where it's going to be. It's going to be mounted right around to this location right here. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of run the wire all the way to the headliner. It's going to come off here. Take off the window seal. You're going to be running the power towards the fuse box and the rear camera towards the back. I pretty much got the dash rear ran along the channel right here, and it went up about right here. Now the only issue that you're going to run into is this part. So you're going to have to take off the 14 mil. That way we can run the wire underneath, because you don't really want it going over, because eventually this might kind of do something with it. So I'd rather just take it off and do it right the first time. Since the first gen don't really have a space to run the wires, you can see that thing is so tiny and I don't really want to run it that way. So what I had and 3D printed just a base that will go to this location right here. So this is how it's going to look. And it goes back just the same way like that. I went ahead and tucked in the excess wire along this channel and just kind of came back. You only want about this length because we're going to be mounting it just right here, so you don't even really need it to be that long. So go ahead and put everything back. I'm just waiting for the paint as I touched up the 3D printed piece with black paint. So before I put that on, I went ahead and just kind of sprayed it real quick before we put it back. For the ground, I used the stock Honda ground right there. And for the power, you're going to go from bottom right. The next one over is the passenger side power window. You want it in this orientation as power goes from the top and then transfers over to the bottom. So this is how you want it to be, not flipped around or anything like that. So this is going to power the dash cam itself. Then we're going to go ahead and mount the dash cam.